Oh, right, we're here, finally here. What a beautiful lake this is. It is absolutely amazing down here. This is my first ever 48 hour, so I'm really looking forward to this one. Been going to tackle shop a couple of times, spending a bit of money, you know, trying to get into the rhythm. But I can't get over how beautiful this lake is. It's absolutely stunning. It's amazing. Right, if you haven't seen me before, I did do a channel intro down here for a little couple of hours. But my name is Ellis. I'm a young carp angler, as you can say. Not just carp though, catfish, pike, chub, any sort of fishing really, but mainly carp. mainly carp. I've recently joined a club called Cranbrook Club. Well, I say recently, I joined it about 2 years ago. But like this year, because I've recently passed my driving test, I'm now able to venture out and go fishing by myself, obviously, like today. Whereas beforehand, I was obviously going in with my stepdad in his car. And now I've got my own car, my world's my oyster. Go to beautiful places like this just by myself, just to clear my head. And it's just, can't get over how stunning this is. And obviously this is a Cranbrook Club lake, so you have to be a member to fish on this lake, which I am. So these kind of videos are kind of just like a little vlog sort of thing, 48-hour vlog. Try and figure out a bit about the lake, what I can learn from next time. Maybe even help you guys a little bit, maybe you might learn something new, I'm not too sure. But right, enough talking. I need to get some more bits from the car and I've got to sort this bivvy out. Oh, right, that's everything out of the car. I think so. Worst thing is leaving something at home or something, but no, I think I've got everything. I'm going to put my bivvy right there. I have this little area free then, just so I can do my rods and bits and bobs. But yeah, let's get the bivvy up. Bivvy's up, just got to do the ground sheet and bring everything in. Sorry if it looks a bit dirty, I need to clean it off. I will do during this trip or something, wet wipes or something. But yeah, get the ground sheet and everything in. Right, bivvy's up, bed's in here, everything else is in here. It's time we get fishing. Right, so we're going to sort the rods out now, and we're going to decide which bait to use and which rig to use. So for my first rod, I'm going for a simple Ronnie rig. This pop-up rig mainly, you can use it for wafters and bottom baits, but it's mainly for pop-ups, as you can see right here. This consists of a size 4 Kamakuru hook, one of these bad boys, and a simple bait screw, as you can see right at the bottom of the hook there. Now with this one, I've also got a 15-pound boom line. If you don't know what that is, which is this thing right here, what it does is, say this is the weight, this weight hits the bottom of the water, and then what happens is the whole rig expands away from the bait, so you've got more of an action with the fish really, so it's not kind of get tangled up around your weight and everything. Really looking forward to use this one. For this one, I'm going to be using a banoffee pop-up. The reason is, I've recently got into banoffee. I was always a tiger nut sort of, maybe like a bit of a garlic as well sort of person. But recently, the team of Corda released the new banoffee goo. Now, I smelt this at a tackle shop and I went, I've got to have it, I've just got to have it. And then that's when I brought these two as well. So this is banoffee pop-ups, mainline, and mainline banoffee wafters. And I've actually soaked some of the goo in both of these, which is quite cool. And another thing I've done, which is for my next rig, is I have brought these bad boys. These are 3 kilo banoffee boilies. I got them for about £20 on the deal, which is absolutely amazing. Somebody have given them a go today. And what I've actually done as well for them is I've got one of these, which is the infuser boxes. If you don't know what this is, simply what you do is it basically glugs boilies, pop-ups, whatever you want it to glug really, so the whole of the goo absorbs in, get more of an attraction with your fish. Right there, so there's the banoffee ones. Smell absolutely delicious. Obviously I have got other stuff to try. None of them do work, like for example, and these ones right here, I've got the old classic tiger nut and buttercorn. Smells absolutely lovely as well, and I've literally got a whole tub full of pop-ups, wafters, So hopefully one of them will work and I'll get a fish. They're not really that big in here. I think soon they're going to put about 20 pounders in here. I think there's a couple of 16s. I don't know, maybe there's an 18 in here. I could not tell you. It's my first time I've done a night fish here. But I'll be happy with one at least. I mean, this is all a new experience for me. So now with these sort of, well, with any rig that I make, I always do the Palomar knot. I always think it's the best knot to do. It's just the easiest knot to do and it's the strongest knot. So you know you're not going to lose a fish. And if you do lose a fish, then there's obviously something wrong with your rig or your hook. You just got to make sure. But yeah, I love using this knot. I know you didn't really see it properly. Maybe in the future I'll do like a little tutorial channel or something where I'll show you guys how to make rigs. This isn't very professional. I've just literally got like a tripod and a kit on my phone. I don't want to get that much into detail. Or you could just go on YouTube and search for how to do a Palomar knot for carp fishing and it will show you. Right, so that rig is done. So we're going to attach banoffee pop-up. I'm going to give the banoffee a go. I want to try this out. I have a couple times for little day fish and everything, but I haven't really got much. For 48 hour though, might get more of a chance to see if it does work with the new goo. Simple, just screw the the pop-up on, and then there you go. There is your new pop-up rig. Now for this, I'm going to be using some PVA bags as well. I have got other things. I've got PVA tape, which I might give a go soon as well, mainly for the bottom baits. But just for the pop-up, I'll do a PVA bag, which is right here. Now, I tend to get my PVAs from online on eBay. There's a website called Carp King. You can get about 50 PVA bags for about £2 something. It is well cheap. You get all different shapes and sizes. So this one is 50 by 100 millimeters, and I've got one here which is 60 by 100 millimeters. It's always good to have a look around before you go in a tackle shop and spend like a lot of money, because I think that the quarter ones are probably about £4, £5, maybe even £6. I don't really know, because I haven't bought them before. I've always bought the cheap ones on eBay. Get your money's worth at the end of the day. They also do putty and everything and that, so it's well worth it. I can also maybe chop some of these up or grind them with the crusher. I might give that a go. Actually, yeah, I might do that actually. Let's do that. So I've got a simple slicer for my boilies. There you go. So we've got our PVA, just for some sliced up banoffee boilies. Give it a good old twist at the top. Sort of lick. Seal it in. And obviously make sure to put some holes in it so it doesn't float to the surface. You want to get it right to your bait. Ain't got to do many holes, just enough so it doesn't float. Right, let's go and cast. Right, so we're ready. Haven't really thought about where to put the bait yet. Trying to figure out whether I want to do my left hand mod or my right hand mod. I'm going to go right hand. I'm going to go mainly towards, we won't be able to see, towards that tree there, that one that's kind of by itself, or by, I'll probably put an arrow on the screen there. I saw a couple jump there a minute ago, so we're going to give it a go around there. We can always change up our spots later on. So yeah. Roughly about there should be fine for the moment. Again, we can always change it up. And obviously I've got a handful of boys that I can scatter around to that point. Right, let's get the tight line. Right. First rod's done. Now onto the second rod. This is going to be just a basic, simple carp rig. Nothing too exciting. For this one, I've got some soft end trap right there, gravel brown, with a simple Kamakuru. I think it's a size 6 maybe. I'm not too sure. I haven't got the case with me. Sure does look like it. With a simple hair rig, so the board just goes on there. Now for this one, going to give wafter a go. I have a banoffee wafter right there, pop up. These are the pop-ups, and then they're the wafters. So I've got the wafters. I'm going to give that a go. I've already done the rig up anyway. I've done it my last trip. I didn't use it much, so just thought I'd just tie it on and do it. Right, here it is, basic kart rig. Nothing too exciting. Right, rig's sorted now. But this time I'm going to try something a bit different. I'm going to use this, which is PVA tape. Same thing as PVA bag, but just like a long line version. I'll show you how to do it. You just cut yourself off a bit, and then you simply just, like that, get yourself some boilies, and you just hook it on to the actual PVA tape, and then you just thread the boilies in just like that. There you go. Now I'm going to put a few more on there, maybe about 2 more, maybe 3, just so we've got a line of boilies around our bait, just like so. Same thing, bam. And then very bottom of it, we just simply tie it, just to make sure none of the boilies fly off when you go and cast. There you go. Just chop the tag end off, just as so, and then you're ready. Now with this end, all you do is you simply hook it on, as so. And there we have it, we have our string of boilies. Now let's get this out. Right, ready to cast out now for the second rod. Kind of going to go in that little line over there, as you can see by the trees. So just give that a go for a moment, and obviously I might change it up a little bit. Just out there a little bit maybe. See if anything comes through, and smells it. Right, rod's finally out, bivvy's up. I think that calls for a nice cup of tea, so let's get the kettle on. Well, that's great, lighter isn't working. Finally got the tea. Oh, that's really hot. It's nice though. Lovely. Right, time to relax now. I still can't believe how beautiful this lake is. I mean, it's just weird because I literally just only work behind here. Obviously, I joined Cranbrook Club 2 years back. It's absolutely crazy just the amount of lakes this company owns. You're probably wondering how you join it. It's a bit difficult at the moment because obviously the membership has been closed at the moment because we'll fill up basically. But the best thing to do is to go on the website, Cranbrook Angling District Club, if I'm correct. I think that's the right one. I'll put the link in the description anyway. Where you can join it. I think for adults is about £130 for a year. It's 100% worth it. Think about it, places like Mousehole or Elflix, they charge you about £60 to £80 just for 48 hours. You know what I mean? If you do 2 48 hours at Cranbrook Club and a day trip, you made your money back. You know what I mean? It's amazing how good they are, really. Juniors, I think some of them for free or £15. Seniors about £65. It's crazy. Obviously, when I first joined, because I was under 18, it only cost me about £21 for the whole year. I mean, that's crazy. Obviously, I recently turned 19 years old, so I've got to pay the full price of an adult. But it's 100% worth it even if you've done fishing for your whole life and you want to try something new, or if you're new to fishing. Just so, I mean, a place like this, like I turn up unannounced. You know what I mean? You haven't got to book anything. For certain night fishing places for Cranbrook Club, you kind of have to book just to let them know that you're going to be down there in case you get down there and it's full up and you're like, you know, geez. But places like this, I finished work yesterday. I popped my head down last night to see if anyone was here. It's a free lake, so I was just like, yeah, that's fine. Come down here Sunday. I'm fishing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the week of recording this, just because that's my days off at work. I've been working all week. yeah, so I'm here tonight, tomorrow, and then head home Monday, Tuesday afternoon. I have got a third rod with me. You're not allowed to use 3 rods, it's a 2 rod only, but I've got it because my granddad and my nan and my mum are actually popping down tomorrow morning. They're popping down for lunch and everything for the day. My granddad said he might have a little go, get a little fishing license for him. So that's why I brought the third rod with me. I'm not going to use it, obviously, you know, I'm not allowed to. I've already got the 2 rods out, but when he comes down tomorrow, he can use it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken it with me. But that's the beauty of fishing, really. It's just nice to just finish work and come down here and relax. It's just brilliant. It's absolutely lovely lake, lovely. I'm going to try other bits and bobs if the boilies and that don't work. I've got pop-ups, different flavour pop-ups, garlicky, sweet sort of thing. I'm just trying my hardest to fish this one out, fire some catapults out in a minute. And yeah, right, it's just gone 12:30. Nothing so far. I think the banging, the bivvy and everything kind of scared them off a little bit for the moment. I'm going to try some different things a bit later on, some artificial corn maybe. Just trying different bits of colours really, just to see what they kind of like, because again I'm still quite new to this lake. I'm still trying to figure out what the fish do and do not like, bait wise. I still want to try to give banoffee a go. Like, I didn't buy it just for nothing. I wanted to give it a good go, but I might have to change some stuff a bit later on. But yeah, I'm gonna make some lunch in a minute. I think it calls for beer o'clock, so cheers. Right, not the first day I expected. I've had nothing so far. I've been trying mix and matches. I've been putting some like orangey pop-ups and even artificial corn. Nothing so far. I've resorted back to my very, very old antics, which is tiger nut. I've gone with a tiger nut wafter on my pop-up and a tiger nut bottom bait on my left rod. But I guess that's fishing really. I mean, the weather was lovely today, but it's not really carp fishing weather, you know. Like rainy days and that, you just obviously think the rain and the surface is pellets and water and everything. But yeah, well, it's probably about 6 o'clock now, and we'll start making some dinner. And yeah. So as you can tell, I've got some lovely chicken tonight. Got some diced chicken with some Chinese style noodles, just a bit of chicken and noodles tonight. Tomorrow I've got like a mini pizza, so it should be very interesting. I don't know if you can see me properly, but I absolutely love this thing. If you don't know what this is a Ridge Monkey cooker, basically. You can cook anything on it, from, I don't know, a roast chicken dinner to a beef burger. It's absolutely amazing what you can do with this. There are recipes online that Ridge Monkey have actually made for you. But yeah, it's definitely worth every money, because again, it's not just for fishing stuff. This could also be for camping, bits and bobs. But it cooks amazing. You obviously need an actual gas thing, but this is, yeah, absolutely amazing thing. I think it's time to add the noodles. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, dinner is served. It is about 11 o'clock so far. Nothing. Just getting ready for the night. Don't know if I might get any tonight. Kind of hope so, but I'll keep you in touch. Right everyone, it is just gone 4:30 in the morning. I'm woken up to screaming up. Was not expecting it at all. It's been absolutely quiet all night. This bad boy just came out of nowhere. Didn't think I was going to get to it. It's a lovely common. Only about £10, I just weighed it. The sling weighs £3, it was 13. Yeah, absolutely lovely. Well, I ain't blanked. That's a good feeling. It's my first ever fish down here as well. Absolutely cracking. So chuffed. Finally got one. My work does pay off. Yeah. Amazing fish. Got a lot of common. Scales in that. But hopefully we get some more. Right. Morning. What a lovely day. A bit raining this morning a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to clear up or anything. So what an exciting night. I had absolutely nothing throughout the whole night, and then bang on 4:30 in the morning, my rod just went off, went crazy. Was not expecting it at all. And yeah, it was a good old fight. Well, obviously it was a common, so they fight quite hard, the old commons, no matter what size they are. It's £10 in the end. It's not bad for my first ever fish down here. There's no like 30s or 40s, or I think there might be like 120, I'm not too sure in here. I know they're going to put 20s in here soon, but you're not going to get anything big out of it at the moment. But you know, it's fishing really. I'm not really that fussed. As long as I've got a fish, I'm happy really. And I managed to get one, which actually made my day really. I've been down here for a couple of day fishes. I've had nothing, and yeah, I'm finally happy to have got one. And that was, believe it or not, on the Banoffee boilie. It was the mainline boilie with the infuser goo, with the Banoffee goo on it. I was quite happy about that. I was quite chuffed. But it's time for a nice coffee, wake me up a bit, and some porridge in the morning. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the rods out until about 10ish, and then change up a little bit and see where they are again. Right, the last time you saw me was this morning when I woke up after I caught my first fish of the trip at 4:30 this morning. When it got to about 10:30, my family turned up. My mum, my granddad and my nan turned up, so I didn't really record. I was having a chat with them. They didn't leave till about half an hour ago. It's just gone 5:30, so they were here for quite a while. Hence why I brought the third rod for my mum and my granddad if they wanted to have a little go. I'll put that away soon. But there's been a lot of things happening during that. I wish I was recording because I caught 2 more fish, as I will show you right now. I caught, the first fish I had was on the bottom left with my left hand rod. It was a lovely it was a lovely £8 common. Again, fought like hell because obviously it's a common. So I had that on an isotonic bottom bait. I was trying bits and bobs, different things today, and that seemed to work. And then 20 minutes later, it was a bit of a weird one really. I got snagged up on my right hand rod where I've been casting out with the tree, with the 2 trees next to each other, and just a little kind of bit there. So I was casting there, and I went a bit too over, and I actually went onto the actual swim. So I had to walk around and because the weight was actually stuck in the ground, pull the weight out, and I just chucked it in the water, and I was like sorted. I came back around though, and I must have snagged on something. I don't know what it was. I knew, you know, when it's a snag, you just know when you've snagged up. Walking around back and forth, nothing's happening. I then went down to my right of me to the other swim, the very first swim, and for some reason it had gone, as in like the snag was off. I was able to reel, but there was something very heavy on it, and I wasn't expecting it. I thought I maybe caught onto a big rock or a big tree or something, or like a stick. Before you know it, I saw the body, and then bam, I had the biggest fish of the trip so far, which was this £12 common right here. I wasn't expecting it. It started off as a normal snag, and then for some reason, I think whilst I was winding in, it must have seen the bait and grabbed it. It wasn't foul hooked or anything. It was right on the mouth. So that was very happy. I was very happy with that. So far we've got 3. Not bad for my first 48-hour down Burntwood. But like I said before, it's just gone 5:30, so I'm gonna start making some dinner soon. And yeah, it's just gone around about 7:30. Nothing yet. Nothing to tell you. It's roughly been the same as what it was yesterday. Absolutely nothing. Obviously I've had the 3 fish so far, which is brilliant. I've had a guy just turn up to my right. He set his bivvy up, so I think he's here for over a night or 2, I don't know. I had another guy come down, really cool guy called Mark. Tiny bit about the place. Good to know tips from people as well, which is brilliant. But I'm gonna hit the hay, really. I'm still a bit tired. So I'm gonna call it a day, and then I'll let you know if I get anything during the night. Okay, 48 hours is up now. What a wonderful trip this was. So I didn't do much fishes this morning when I woke up. We had 2 fishermen turn up today, kind of next to me. I didn't really want to record for, because of them. But I had another fish, which I'll show right here. There's another 10-pound common. Really nice fish, just wasn't expecting it, just screamed off and then bam, took it. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this trip so far. It's been really good. And hope to get some more down here. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I mean, this is quite new for me, doing a video and everything. If you did like it, please like and subscribe, obviously. And feel free to comment down below. I'll always reply to every single comment, any questions you want to ask me, any tips, anything really is helpful. But yeah, everything's in the car now, so I think it's time to go. So I'll see you later.